Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Aries EDC and another edition of TNFNU thoughts and feelings and updates. Before I talk to you guys what I want to talk to you guys about, please subscribe to the channel. Is this your first time checking it out? This is a channel where I get to share with you not just how I make the knives that I make, but just, everything that I love about the knife and EDC community. And to this video, TNFNU is just a spot where I get to talk to you guys about the feelings and thoughts and events that happened this week and some of the projects that I've been working on and where I'm at with them. So please subscribe. Also, check me out on Patreon. If you want to support the channel, Patreon is a good place to do that. You can go on there. I only have one level, so it's not like I'm asking for a lot, but anything you do helps with shipping and some of the material costs that I have to front for the knife builds that I do. So doing that is a huge support and help to the channel. So please go ahead and check it out. The link to that will be in the description of this video. So what can I talk to you guys about today? This was a very busy week for me. And I was so busy with some of these projects that I'm going to be sharing with you guys that I really haven't been able to really connect with as many of you throughout the week as I would like to. First of all, I would like to apologize for those couple of people who thought they were getting into the books of May, but you're not. The books are still closed. What happened was I uploaded a video on my Vosteed gear pouch, and for some reason I accidentally uploaded the books video instead of the pouch video. So 2 people reached out to me, thought they were in the books, and sorry, they're still closed. So I do apologize to those 2 people, and hopefully, if you're that fast, you'll probably get into the books when I do release that video. I will tell you, that video will probably be released within the last 5 to 6 to 7 days of April. So please just subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and that's how you get in the books. If you're not sure how, I've explained it a couple times, so I'm not going to explain it again, but it's just a video that I release, and you have to comment and send me a message on Instagram or an email, and I can get you in the books. So let's talk a little bit about that. So this month, I overwhelmed myself with the amount of projects that I was doing. And that's my fault. And I was kind of venting to my wife, and she reminded me why I'm doing this. And I have now decided that moving forward, after I'm done with everything this month, because I think in total I have like 10 knives this month that I'm working on, and that's too many. I'm only supposed to take on 5 books, and then I have decided I'm going to do just the 5 and 1 extra build. So either that 1 extra build is going to be one for me, because there are some projects that I would like to do just for myself so I can get them out there. There's something that are different, like working with Damascus, working with that bar of Magna Cut that I have. I kind of have a plan for that. But those are projects that are custom builds that I want to do for myself, for you, or for customers, so I can get it on the Etsy store, and if you're interested, you purchase it off the Etsy store. And I think that is kind of how I want to do it moving forward. Or if somebody wants a custom build like the Crow, or something that's not part of the books models, because I don't release everything for those models. There's like still 17 choices or something, but the Crow isn't one of them. And I've gotten a lot of good feedback on the Crow. Unfortunately, it's all taped up right now, but the Crow, everybody's been liking the Crow, and I can see why. It's a cool knife, but it's really not what I normally do, so that's not part of the books. So 5 and 1. And if you're part of that 1, and you want something on the side like a crow, then that's a side project. That's something that I do on the side. That's something that will get done in maybe 1 or 2 months' time. That is definitely a side project. So, and I need to treat it as such. This month was a little different, and I decided to include it in. Plus, I said I would do an extra one for JB at Big Red EDC with his build for Maddie, who's the winner of that, which is fine, but it kind of put me back. And part of it is because the 2 March builds came back so late. So now I feel pressure to finish those 2 so that I can get all of the other ones done. So please keep in mind, I work about a total of 16 hours a week on knives. It's just specifically in my shop working on knives, and that's included about 8 hours on Friday that I have dedicate to that. But then I'm also juggling my job Monday through Thursday, my 8-hour-a-week job, my 8-hour-a-day job Monday through Thursday, and family thing time. And, you know, so my wife does like to spend time with me, unfortunately. And she wants to spend time with me, and I can't always be out working in the shop. So let's talk about where we are with some projects. And I hope you guys understand that. And you guys have been very supportive, and anytime I talk about being overwhelmed, you guys always say that. But then you also want me to build you a knife. And everybody who I'm doing a project for, none of you have ever said, I need you to hurry up. I want this knife now. You might be excited about getting the knife and you can't wait to get it, but you're never pressuring me to do it. So this is pressure that I put on myself because I want to be able to pull through and give you what you want. I'm one of those guys that if you say, hey, I'll meet you here at 9:30, I'm probably gonna be there at 9:15 and I'm gonna sit around and wait just because I hate to be late. That drives me crazy. So let's talk about the build. So the 2 March builds. So Peter's heat treat, I never know when I'm gonna get these back. The 2 March, I sent them, they received them March 5th. And I did not get them back until about April 5th. So ever since I've had them back, I've been cleaning them up, getting the handles done, I'm in a pretty good shape with them. As a matter of fact, I did share a picture on Instagram and on my YouTube in the community of the blue handles that I've been working on. So let me talk about that. So let me pull those over here. So the bloom, it looks like that. And this is the Juma Gem Cayenne handle material. It's turning out really awesome. This side has that nice white movement in it. So it's turning out really, really good. I still have a couple of finishing touches that I still want to do on this handle to get everything nice and even and looking good. So I'm still not done with it, but it's still coming along very nicely. I still have to clean up the blade a little bit. I still have to do the sheath, and I have to put an edge on it and then put a lanyard on it. So there's still a lot of work left to do, but it got nice and thin and it's super comfortable in the hand and it's turning out really, really good. So that is the AEB-L bloom. That's getting done. And then the one I'm currently still shaping and still working with, so don't judge, this is still a work in progress, is the pistol that I'm still working on with the black linen micarta and the red pins. And I've done something different on this one that I've never tried before. And I've Coke bottled the handle. So I gave it kind of that nice contour in here, which normally I wouldn't do, but on a big handled knife like this, I feel like I need to add that extra little oomph. And it's turning out really good, but it's turning out to be a lot of work. But I'm getting it there. It's turning out pretty nice. I only have it to about 220 grit, and there's still some smoothing out that I still need to do. So I'm gonna be working on this the day that this video comes out. On Friday, I'm gonna be getting that's the focus, is I gotta get this handle in really, really good shape and get it nice and polished up so that I can start taking the tape off of these guys and starting to get the sheaths made and getting these guys into a really, really good spot. So I'm hoping that the customers are happy with what I'm doing so far, but I think they're turning out really, really nice. So looking forward to getting that one finished. And I've been busting my butt on these guys. I've been working really hard on these. I had to get the blades cleaned up, had to take them to the grinder, make sure everything was straight. Been cleaning them up and then getting the handles roughly shaped. And then I had my setback with the holes on this one, but I corrected it and I got it in a better place. Everything is looking pretty good and even and straight, and I'm really happy with the way that they're coming out. So those are the March builds, and I feel bad because we're now heading to the middle of April and those people still haven't gotten their knives. And I promise you guys, I'm working my butt off and I'm gonna get those to you because that's my focus. And then but I really wanna, but that gives me anxiety, like you have no idea, to get April done. Because I still have all of those handles to do too. So I have all of those sitting right here in my tray. You guys have seen the tray. And I have all of those knives sitting there waiting to be done. Plus the two, Peters is killing me because the two AEB stainless blades that I sent out for April, guess what I got? I got an email saying, oh, they're in shipping. They're in shipping. So maybe by the end of next week of this video coming out, I might get those back. So I might be in the middle of working on all of these handles and then those two come back. And then, which is good because then hopefully I can get them all done by the end of April. And then May, 5 and 1. 5 and 1. And I already know what the one is. I already have the one because the Tordico is still sitting out there ready to get worked on with the bevels and everything else. But I got to get all of this done before I can work on that one. And then the +1 for June is going to be special. Well, it's either going to be the Magna Cut or the teaser that I put out with the Damascus and the Mammoth. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So let's talk about April. We have the Bloom XL, and the Bloom XL is going to be getting the green, toxic green Kieranite. So I've already kind of laid it out. I just need to cut all of these scales out. So the Bloom XL is getting the toxic green Kieranite. Also getting the toxic green Kieranite is the Bloom. So we have a Bloom, and the Bloom is also getting the toxic green Kieranite. And I've already laid that out, and I have to cut all of that material out and get that going. No problem. Then I have the Flamingo. And the Flamingo is going to be getting the True Blood Kieranite. And so I got to cut all of that out and get those going. The Crow, because, you know, I have to do the Crow, is going to be getting this blue, I forgot what it was called, Arctic Blue Kieranite. Really, really cool pattern. That should really pop. So that one's going to get that, and that has already been kind of laid out, and I just got to cut that material and get that going. The pistol, because, you know, I have another pistol, and that is going to be getting this, what is this stuff called? I forgot what this is called. This is the acrylic liquid inlace, the Gold Rush or Gold Rush pattern. So it's gonna kind of be nice and goldy with the black, and it's gonna kind of really pop. And that's gonna go on the pistol. And it's a nice thick resin, so I have plenty of material that I'm gonna have to be chopping down and shaping, but this stuff is really easy to work with, along with all the other kieranite. The resin materials, I can work a lot faster than something like micarta. Micarta, because of how it is, it's basically fabric layered in resin. That fabric is a little bit harder to shape and to work with than just the resin materials. So it takes me a little bit more time to shape that. So, but here nor there. I know you guys are like, man, I don't care. And then Maddie's knife is got the Dymilux, and it's like Applejack, so you guys can see that it's kind of a layered black and red wood looking material. So that's gonna be pretty cool if I'm able to shape it and put all that nice texturing in there. That red and black layering is gonna really come out. And then the last one was the Tobiko. And the Tobiko, which is also an AEB, is gonna be also be getting that blue, Arctic blue kieranite. Arctic pearl, I don't know, blue pearl kieranite. And that's gonna look pretty awesome as well. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got 9. 9 on the workbench right now. That's a lot for me. Plus 10 would be the Tordico, but that's kind of been put on hold. So I have these 9 knives that I'm working on, and that sounds very overwhelming for me. But I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna do it. I know once these two are done, then I'm gonna jump over to these, and these will all go fairly quick, I hope, because they're already ready for handles. So literally, I just gotta cut out the handle material, drill the holes, get them a little bit roughly shaped, glue them all up. Okay, I have a lot of work to do because then I have sheaths and lanyards and beads and everything else that I'm doing. Yeah, this is where I start to panic, but I'm okay. Because I know I'm just gonna focus one thing at a time, and I'm gonna get it all done. I'm gonna get it all done because I have no choice. I've already started it. You guys want it, and I'm gonna give it to you. So I'm gonna do it. It's just, that's why I want to step back, and I shouldn't have 9 projects on the workbench, 9.5 projects on the workbench going, where I'm running out of space for this bin to put all of the materials and all the pins and all the little pieces. I shouldn't be running out of space, because I should have 5 builds and the 1 extra. And that's what I'm gonna be doing for the rest of 2024. That's what I have to do. There's a couple of you who have reached out that want full custom, different design kind of builds. Great. When you're ready to do that, let me know, and I'll tell you what month I'm gonna start working on that project for you, and I will slowly get to your project. But the monthly builds are gonna take a little bit priority over that. With that being said, I do have one thing that I'm trying out. I found somebody who will do the blanks. I brought the subject up again. I got 3 of my models done in CAD. Shout out to Loot 10 Text. He was able to take 3 of my designs, the Bloom, the Rockhopper, and the Thorn, and he put them into a CAD file for me so that I can send it to shop it out to see if I can find somebody to cut me out blanks in small orders that meet the needs for which I need. And I found somebody who's gonna do it. I'm gonna test it out, see what it looks like when I get that blade back, and then I'll move forward from there. Because if I can get, you know, at 2 or 3 models where I can have a couple blanks that I could just pull from, that saves me a day's work trying to cut that steel, shape it, drill the holes, etc. That saves me about a day's work doing that. So if I'm doing the 5 builds and I can just take at least maybe 1 or 2 of those builds and pull a blank from, that's gonna save me a whole lot of time. So we'll see. Fingers crossed it works out. I don't see why it wouldn't. With the way that they are doing it, it's a water jet system instead of a plasma cut. So I'm hoping that it meets my expectations. I don't see why it wouldn't, but you never know. So that's kind of what the future holds. And those are all the projects that I'm working on. Those of you who have a project that I'm currently working on, thank you very much for being patient. Those of you who are dying to get in the books, keep following the channel. The end of April will be here before you know it. And fingers crossed, all of you guys will be able to get in as much as possible. But I can only do the 5, and then the 1 extra custom build. Either that's going to be for myself or a full blown out custom that will take 1 or 2 months to do. And that's it. That's all I'm going to be working on. I can't put that much pressure on myself. And believe me, look, it's not you guys putting pressure on me. I just want to make sure I'm very clear. It's not you putting the pressure on me. It's me putting the pressure on me. I'm going to get all this done. Like I tell everybody, and like I say in my knife opening books, 6 to 8 weeks to get a job done. So I have 2 months to get a blade finished, but I just don't like to be that far behind because I like to be able to get everything done in a matter of time so I can move on to the next month. It's just better mentally for me. So anyway, that's what I have for you guys. Please, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like, leave a comment or not. That choice is yours. Have a good one, guys.